So welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to another Kim, my wife. And today we thought we'd talk about bucket list games. Games we wanted to finish before we left this terrible, evil world.
That's very dark.
It's a little bit dark and it's a little bit fun. What are some games that you want to finish before you leave this world? Let us know down below. I originally did this with Rob 8 years ago. We did an episode called, Bucket List Games.
Right.
The difference between me and Rob is I finished a bunch of bucket list games. From then, I said I really want to finish them. I really want to play these games. One of them was Seiken Densetsu 3. I was so happy when the Mana Collection came out. I got to play this game. I got to finish it like 23 years after it was originally released. So I was really thankful for that. And then together, me and Kim, mostly Kim, did Final Fantasy 12. That was another bucket list game.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, Kim annihilated that game. It was awesome to get it finished and get it completed. So, to begin with, Kim,
Yes.
what are some games that you want to finish, because we've had a conversation about this, that you want to finish before you leave this world?
One of them is Earthbound or Mother.
Right,
Call Mother, but,
right.
Earthbound for sure. I think it's something. I actually was eyeing it when we sat down, like, there it is. There it is.
Right. What is it about this game? It's the reason we want to play it.
Well, I know one thing is that it's one of your favorite games.
Well, it is, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
And I think it's something that I just need on my gaming resume. I think it's something that would really help that part out.
Yeah.
It also looks really cool, really cute.
Yeah.
It is a style RPG.
It's an RPG, yeah.
And everybody knows how much I love RPGs. And
Yeah.
This is from one of the beginnings.
Yeah, the
Right?
beginnings of RPGs
Yeah.
on the Super Nintendo, and the game was a bomb when it came out. It bombed. It didn't do well at all.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I originally I was reading about it in Nintendo Power, and I was like, oh, it's like a Goonie adventure with these kids, and they go on this adventure around the world, and I was
Yeah.
like, an RPG. I'm like, I'm in. And then I remember picking it up from a local video game store, and there was stacks of them. Right?
Really?
Yeah, I know these games are like, this is worth a lot of money, which is weird. I just bought games because I like them. I've always done that. And it's retained value because it's a classic. And I think and everybody panned it. They just thought, oh God, what is this, a weird big box? This is a weird kids game.
It is pretty intense, pretty intimidating.
It was
There's a lot going on.
It was a really weird box to release back then.
Yeah.
It was strange, and I was so excited. I got this. I'm like, oh my God! It comes with a whole box. It's got a strategy guide in it,
Oh, that's
and all
probably
that.
why.
Even came with scratch and sniff stickers.
No!
Yeah, it was really weird.
Oh, I remember those.
So 80s and 90s.
Are they still in there?
Yeah, they would be. Yeah, I've never
scratch
scratched.
it?
Not right now. No, it's staying the way it is. It's not the best condition box. It was,
It's
it's just my
still
play.
there.
This is my play box that I got when it first came out. And yeah, I think it's one of those games that I think you'd like. It's a game from a different time.
Yeah.
So you need a little bit of patience with the combat and stuff. But I think there's a lot of charm in the music
The
and everything.
charm,
Oh my
yeah.
God, it's really fantastic.
I've seen it on the TV a few times.
Yes,
that's something that
I
think
picked
enjoy.
I picked it up a few times to
Yeah.
play it over the years, and
There's a yo-yo.
yes, you have a yo-yo. Yeah, exactly.
Look at that, kids. I know what
And all
I'm
that. So
talking about.
who knows? Maybe one day we'll do a live stream and play
jeez.
Earthbound and see how that turns out.
So, what's on your bucket list?
Oh God, there's always something, right? There's always something on the back, log. You're like, I really want to tackle this. I really
Right.
want to do this. A couple of them I've talked about before that I really want to play them. I'll start with this one though. Zelda: A Link Between Worlds.
Oh.
I cannot believe I have not finished this game. Rob came on the show once and he was talking about how he finished it. I was so jealous. And I've never found the time to start it up. It's on the 3DS. It's a spiritual successor to Link to the Past.
Right.
And it's a beautiful looking game, and you turn into paintings on the wall. It's one of the kind of gimmicks of the game, and it's a pretty cool gimmick. I think it's really interesting, but I've never had a chance to play it. It's so stupid. A sequel, a spiritual sequel
Oh,
to
dang,
to
Zelda.
Zelda.
Come
Yeah, it's the
on.
one Zelda game that haunts me a bit, and I'm like, I really need to get on and play this game. But here we go. One day. I hope there's a remake on the Switch for this game, and it's a Xenoblade game.
Hello.
yeah. It's Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes.
And
So this is another one on your bucket list then.
yes, and it's big in scope. Oh, get real.
Come on.
No, it's big in scope. It's like kind of an Avatar-esque world where you kind of crash land onto it, and you have to explore it, and it's It's ridiculous. I had one friend of mine that got 150 hours in and hadn't even scratched the surface.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's so funny.
Sounds like months
you
worth.
say that. This is a very different game than the Xenoblades you've been playing, kind of. It is. It's. I don't know. It's one. You got
challenge accepted.
Yeah. You also get giant mechs in the game, robots, and you can go around the world that way.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty damn cool. But I started playing on the Wii U, and then it was so heavy, and there was a lot going on that time, and I'm like, And then all of a sudden, I'm putting the Wii U up on the shelf, and all of a sudden, it kind of gets buried in dust, and I hope it comes on the Switch so I can...
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, just to maybe try to start it, but I mean, 150 hours? That's ridiculous. It's
nothing.
Crazy. Okay, what's some other games that you want to finish?
So one other game that I really want to do, that I've seen you do, is Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Right.
I really want to play this game. It's something that I find is probably a little bit different from what I'm usually used to from like RPGs. It's its own type of RPG.
Yeah, it's an action RPG.
Yeah, something that I don't ever really do.
Right, so you don't really do action games.
No, I stick to like things like Dragon Quest
Yeah.
and Final Fantasy and whatever.
Yeah.
But like also like the open world aspect, because you told me like before Zelda games were never really like that, but this one will be an open world. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And just seeing you have fun just in this beautiful landscapes kind of reminds me of Xenoblade.
Right. It's interesting because the map is made by Monolith, who made Xenoblade, so they helped out in the map creation, so it feels very like there. You understand where it kind of comes from. Yeah, and they did such a great job on helping out with the game, and I think they're helping out probably with Breath of the Wild too. But it'd be an interesting thing to see you play a Zelda game. Yeah.
I haven't even touched any Zeldas.
That's so weird.
It sounded really bad. Touched any Zeldas?
I touched a lot of Zeldas in my time.
Apparently you have.
I touched a lot of Zeldas in my time. I don't know. I mean, it's so big in scope. It's so...
I love it intimidating. Like, even seeing you play those, like, big
But that's
creatures.
not I don't think, like, what I'm trying to say is I think... It's the action. I think, like, I think you played. I've seen you play some action games. And you get really frustrated, but you're so good at Donkey Kong Country as well. But that's side view.
That's nothing.
I think you get
Donkey
it.
Kong Tropical Freeze.
Right.
I was really angry near the end.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I mean, it'd be fascinating for you to play an action game.
Yeah.
That'd be. I can't even imagine. I've never seen you do that.
Yeah, the gamer rage is gonna be real.
Oh my God! Kim has serious gamer rage, like Persona over the years and stuff like that. The screaming.
That Dragon Quest one on the Wii U.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one.
On the Wii. On the Wii. You mean?
It's on the Wii.
Yeah, the swords.
Yeah.
The swords.
Dragon Quest swords.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Oh my God, that was annoying. I remember screaming, "What the heck? I'm hitting him, but nothing's happening."
I know. Oh my God, that was a fun game. I can't believe you beat that one back in the day all that. Yeah.
Let's go back.
Breath of the Wild. That's a good choice.
That's
a good choice.
Those are my 2 bucket lists.
I've only got one more game to my list, and it's strange because it's like the first game that you picked.
Oh?
You picked Earthbound Mother.
Yes.
This game right here.
What is that?
Mother 3.
Mother 3.
Yes, I mean, it's never officially been released here. This is a fan translation, repackage for the DS.
Okay.
Right? So they've done a good job with it as well. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's the Mother 3 fan translation. What a great thing. Nintendo has never brought this game over. And I believe at this time period now, they're never going to bring it over.
I get so sad when that happens.
Yeah.
Like, if they're doing well over there, give it a try over here. Like, obviously there's a fan base.
There's a massive fan base. I mean, every single video gamer on the internet would be making videos promoting it, excited about it, going, oh my God, there's another Mother game coming out. But they just, for some reason, don't want to revisit this series again. Also, I did hear that there was some, not that I care about it, but Nintendo cared about it, some questionable things in the game where, there's some, mushrooms and things they can get, psychedelic experiences, and they were shying away from that. And it's just like, oh, come on. I mean, it's just...
It's Canada.
Yeah, well, it's Canada for us, but I mean, no, they're looking at it from a global point of view and all that, and so they really have shied away from bringing this out, and it's been so many years now. This is never coming out. I feel it's never coming out.
You never know. They could surprise you.
Oh,
They could.
No.
Oh,
The one,
no.
the one thing with Nintendo and mothers is they always disappoint you. Always disappoint you over the years. It's been a huge disappointment for years and years, and you're like, come on, like.
Well, I can't wait to play.
Yeah, well, at least you get to experience it for the first time. I mean,
True.
that's like the really cool thing. But I'm never gonna get this, but I can play on the DS. But I've just never started it up. I mean,
It's on your bucket list now.
yeah, I should say I have started up, but I've never gone all the way through it. I mean, it's just like, but I really want to. I mean,
Right.
it's just a bucket list game.
It's a bucket list
It's one of
game.
those things I want to do. Guys, again, what are some bucket list games that you want to finish before you leave this wonderful, crazy, beautiful world of ours? So let us know down below. So anyways, guys, until next time.